Hey guys, thanks for watching. So right now we're gonna go back to our one spot that we go I guess rest, and I checked the video last time when I was doing the measurements on the TP tent, and here, let me show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see that line, but that tells me where you guys are seeing, or what you are seeing. The other one was a little bit too high. It was pointing upward, so you guys didn't see much of the stuff that I was doing, but it wasn't important stuff. So today we are gonna go hiking, so you guys can see. There's something over there. Leave it. And this is what I'm looking for. Leave it. So this is what I'm looking for. That's fresh, and that's telling me there's horses around here. But mostly this trail is a one-way trail, so they only go that way. Rarely do they go this way. But last time we did see some horses, and it wasn't a big problem, but technically it's supposed to be on a leash, which he has his leash on. It's just, if you guys can see, it's tucked in inside this backpack. But anyways, today's video, what we're gonna do is we are gonna go shoot the bow, the Primal Gear unlimited takedown bow, and hopefully I'll get some great footage with this new headcam that I got here. And what I ended up doing is the elastic band that holds it. Where are we? I put it more down at the bottom of my forehead, kind of like where my eyebrows are. That way you guys are able to see much more of a even view rather than a top view, instead of looking at the top and the sky and all that stuff. This is gorgeous. Onyx, come here. So if you guys can see, stay. Okay guys, so what I'm doing now, let me make sure I got a nice view. So what I'm doing now is looking for a shooting target, and I saw this walking up here, and I don't know if it's a rock or piece of wood. Looks like a rock. Yeah, it's a rock. That's alright. I was looking for like a soda pop can or something. Anyways, oh, don't forget the leash. There's a forum that I like to visit, an online forum. And it's just random, survival questions, preparedness, SHTF, farming, whatever you want. It's pretty much a overall wide variety of topic forum. There was a thread that somebody had posted about, bows and backpacking bows and all that stuff, and somebody started bashing this bow, saying that they've heard that the limbs don't look that strong, and it looks like if these nuts fall out of place, or they unscrew themselves, then it's a disaster waiting to happen. And a bunch of the feet per second, like, you know, it doesn't have that many feet per second, and you're not gonna be able to shoot a deer or something at 20 yards, and all this other bull crap. And it, you know, I myself, you know, cannot talk about. I usually tell people he's friendly, and he doesn't bark. He doesn't bark. As you guys saw, they had tiny dog. He didn't growl. He was just curious about the other dog. That's about it. We're going this way, Onyx. The one thing about this backpack, though, is that I have to adjust it every once in a while. So, for example, come. Right now, he's got the water bladder on the left side, and he's got a water bottle, big one, on the right side, and he's got the water bowl on the right side as well, as well as the Leatherman and my wallet. If I were to give him water out of, let's say, the pouch, the water bladder he's got, then that would take some of the weight off on the left side. So eventually I have to move something from the right side over to the left side to compensate for the weight loss. So, and that's with any dog backpack, even the Palisades Roughwear, which to me is the best dog backpack. But after, you know, it broke, he ran over like the middle of 2 trees, and the pack broke out of the harness, so that was a waste of money. But I like the idea because you can just take the pack off the harness and take the weight off and have him, you know, take a break, take a rest, and then put it back on the harness, clip it. This one, you have to take the whole thing off, but there's, leave it. There's a less likely chance of him tearing it up if he does go between 2 trees. So I'm gonna pause it here, and we're gonna go up this hill and go shoot the bow. Oh crap. Fucking flies everywhere. So here we are. What I'm actually looking for, there was a big hill to get up here. Onyx. And these mosquitoes are fucking huge. Hey, don't lick it. Don't lick it. Anywho, I hear something. I hear like a lawnmower or something. There's nobody over here. So we're here. Same old. Onyx. Heel. Come here. There's a dog over there. It's a pit bull. Oh, it's a Great Dane. Ow. So we're here in them flies everywhere. We're actually gonna give him some water. Come here. Stay. Hold on, hold on. Oh, forgot your leg, sorry. Sorry. Wish there was a shade. You know what? Instead of being here, we're gonna go over there. Let's go this way. It's nice and shaded. The sun's not on top of me. And if I give him water, I don't have to leave it out there sitting in the sun where it's going to heat up. Hold on. Come. Hey, get up here. Get some water. Come. Come here. Get over here. Get some water. Good boy. Alright. So what we got today, pull up my pants. Them flies. That's the bow. And here's our string. And somewhere here. This is my Pathfinder canteen, and this right here I bought at the gun show, and I've had this for like 2 years now, or ever since I bought the bow actually. So pretty much what you do is you put it in your arm like so, and once you pull that string and it hits the sock. I really like this, which I need to wash. I haven't washed it at all. Oh man, that is nice water. That's nice. That's very nice. And then here what we got, put this down here. And what I did, as you guys can see, there it is. I ran the tube. You okay? Through the top. Get some water, idiot. And then here I got. There's a secret compartment right here, so you guys can see. And this is where the fucking flies takedown arrows are at. There's a total of 8, but I'm only going to use 7 because, like this one, is not taped. These are. And the reason I put the neon duct tape is because sometimes they'll dig right itself into the ground, and it's a pain in the ass finding these bastards. And I've shot them before with the duct tape, with the neon orange duct tape, and finding them is not a problem. And then SHTF situation, you definitely don't want to lose these. And doing the duct tape, it like adds almost no weight. This one's There we go. It adds almost no weight to the arrow. It doesn't affect the trajectory out of it, but it does make it easier to find. So these arrows are awesome. Now, if you guys go back to my videos, the arrow I purchased at a local archery shop. Oh fuck. You okay? Get some water. You okay? I think he ate something. Come here. Get some water. You okay? Get out of here. Probably ate a piece of stick or something. Anyways, the arrows I purchased at a local gun or archery shop. Well, it's a gun slash archery slash. Hey, don't eat that. Don't eat that. Slash fishing shop. Arrows themselves cost $9-10 maybe. The inserts being these right here, that one and that one, those you can get at the Pathfinder store or Dave Canterbury's website, same place where I got the canteen, and I think I paid $40 even for, what's this for? $40 even for 12 of the inserts, these right here. And I think that's it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this right here doesn't have a tip. I'll show you guys this here in a second. So that's it. These are 7, because only 7 of them are taped. The other thing the duct tape does is that it helps them from making noise. Not a lot, but just a little bit. And then this right here is the Primal Gear takedown arrow or takedown bow. Easy to set up. Turn that knob and turn this knob, flip it and flip it, twist to lock it. That's it. And then we are gonna get our string, which I ended up purchasing 2 extra string sets, just in case. That's music. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Usually the big loop goes on the top one. How do you know which one's the top? The one with the sticker is the top, and then the one with the smallest loop goes at the bottom. Make sure it's nice and even there, and then pull. You want to have some tension here on the bottom one. Make sure it's nice and even, and then lay it there. Put some pressure. Make it undone just a little bit. I'm going to put this on the ground instead. You want a nice surface. If it's muddy, you're going to end up sticking this thing right into the mud. So, nice surface. There you go. Make sure it's nice and tight. Nice and, there we go. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a takedown bow. Okay guys, so what I'm doing now, Let me make sure I got a nice view. So what I'm doing now is looking for a shooting target, and I saw this walking up here, and I don't know if it's a rock or a piece of wood. Looks like a rock. Yeah, it's a rock. That's alright. I was looking for like a soda pop can or something. Anyways, oh, don't forget the leash. There's a forum that I like to visit, an online forum, and it's just random, survival questions, preparedness, SHTF, farming, whatever you want. It's pretty much a overall wide variety of topic forum. There was a thread that somebody had posted about, bows and backpacking bows and all that stuff, and somebody started bashing this bow, saying that, they've heard that, the limbs don't look that strong, and it looks like if these nuts fall out of place, or they unscrew themselves, then it's a disaster waiting to happen. And a bunch of the feet per second, like, it doesn't have that many feet per second, and you're not going to be able to shoot a deer or something at 20 yards, and all this other bull crap. And I myself, cannot talk about. Okay, guys. So we're gonna shoot that tree right there, that one right there, the one with the 2x4 sticking up and down. At probably, there's 3 foot to a yard, so that's let's see, 10 equals. We're gonna probably shoot it about, I don't know, 15 yards. But before I do that, there's this forum that I like to visit, and somebody had posted about, go find me a stick. Somebody had posted about the Primal Gear bow, saying that they read that, the feet per second is not there, you're not going to be able to take wild game. Nice try. That it's more of a practice bow, that the screws on the limbs, that they easily fall off, or they can cause some damage. It was a brand new company that came out with the bow, so there's not a lot of good info on the product, and it's just BS after BS after BS. And like, I cannot talk about having a Springfield 1911, and I cannot say they're a piece of crap, they jam a lot, they have a lot of felt feet or felt tooth jacks, they're too heavy, they have a lot of recoil. I cannot talk about it because I don't own one. And I've owned this bow since, I don't know, a couple years now, actually. Well, maybe a year and a half now. And I got nothing bad to say about it. I mean, I've never had one problem with it, other than the limbs going a little bit, having some play. All you have to do is just tighten the screw. That's about it. And I've only done that once since I've owned it. There's a video of a guy running it over with his truck. What is it? So, people like to talk crap about this, about the bow, and it's just, it's all, I read it from, from a website, or I read it from somebody that owns one, and that's totally different than owning one yourself. Another example is I used to own a 1022, and I used to think that they were a piece of crap. And finally I bought one and I fell in love with it. So I just don't like when people bash a product they have no, knowledge about. Come here. You okay? Oh crap, you ate it? He ate a fly. Well, we're gonna go ahead. Don't you run away. There's something back there. I think I see it. It's probably a deer. So that's pretty much about it. Just take, online discussions and online information with a grain of salt. Just because people like to badmouth the product they don't even own, or that was a dog. Alright, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and shoot this. Alright guys, so hopefully you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. If not, I apologize, because there's no way for me to tell. Hi, this is shot number 1. I was aiming for the top of the board, and I guess I hit the tree. I mean, it was like almost hitting the board. Let's do that instead. That was at... crap. Hey, come here. You okay? There's these sticky things all over the ground. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15. About 26 feet. Let's back it up a little bit this time. And hopefully you guys can actually see how bright that arrow is, making it easier for me to find. I have no idea how far I'm away from the tree, but again, we're gonna try to hit the top of that board, that 2x4. About 31 feet on that second one. Oh, the one thing I forgot to talk about was the tips. Hopefully you guys can see the tip. It's like 120 some grain. I think it's like 120 something. I can't remember. But these are great for small game, even deer. But for deer, you might want to use a little bit something heavier. So now we're a little bit more behind. Here we go. 30, 31, 32. So about the same, 32 feet. So you got the first one, second one, and the third one. You okay? Yeah, there's a lot of fire ants and a shit ton of flies around here. Alright, yeah, this one. I wish I had a much better target to shoot. Here, you want me to throw this? Come here. Get out of the way. Come here. Come here. Hey, 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 hey. Give it to me. Alright. And by the way, it's been probably, let's see how the camera looks. It's been probably a couple of months since I shot this. I don't want to shoot in front of him, so I'll shoot next to him. This time I'm a little bit much closer. So that one shot a little bit much lower than the other two. It's a beautiful day today. Okay. Here we go. Like I said, I haven't shot this one in a long time, so don't judge. So that one shot to the left, and you okay? Yeah, you see it. It's a fucking fly. Next time we're out here, I'm definitely gonna get some mosquito spray. And as a matter of fact, there's a mosquito coat or a mosquito shirt for dogs, which I'm gonna probably be getting him next week, because this thing has to stop the mosquitoes biting him. Anyways, one thing that I do want to do though is, if you guys can see that, there's a trail right there. People walk this way, and I want to make sure that there's nobody over there. I guess not a lot of people know about this place, but I mean, it's really quiet. I love it. Alright, here we go. Shit. That one hit the side of the tree. Like literally the side of the tree. See, if I hadn't duct taped the arrows neon orange, I would have spent 30 minutes looking for this thing. But knowing that I went this way, all I have to do is just keep walking till I see something orange. There it is. I would have spent hours looking for this stupid thing. Let's try this again. Like I said, I've never had one single problem with this bow, except the limbs loosening it up a little bit, but you gotta screw right here and just tighten it, and that's it. And that was, I only did that once, and it wasn't even that loose, just a little bit. Fucking flies. Alright, here we go. Alright, that one hit the ground too. Again, trying to hit that 2x4, the top of it. I'll show you guys. Fucking fly, dude. It's flying all over me like Star Wars. Right here. Trying to hit that. I want to see how far it'll penetrate. That's what she said. That was the last one. Here, I'll throw it. Here, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Well, fuck you too then. Here we go. This is the last arrow. I'm hungry. That 2x4 is a rabbit or a squirrel. I gotta feed myself and my dog. My last arrow. I gotta make this shot count. Here we go. Hunger Games, motherfuckers. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Yeah, take that, son. Take that. Yeah. Look at that shit. So, dude, whoever was bashing this arrow, fuck yeah, take that shit. There it is. And it even split the wood. Alright, guys. Let me collect these arrows. And I'll get back to you guys. Okay, guys. Quick thing I forgot to mention is that I hate fucking flies. Did I mention that? When you shoot these things, here, I'll show you guys, and it's stuck in there like that, you do not want to pull it from right here. You want to pull it from the front. Can you guys see that? Okay. And the reason why is because the inserts are glued in together, and if this thing goes in pretty far or pretty deep and you pull this, you're actually not pulling on the arrow, you're actually pulling on the insert, which eventually that glue is going to give out and the insert's going to come out, which you can then re-glue and put back on there. But not just this takedown arrow, but any takedown arrow, you definitely don't want to pull on the back, you want to pull on the front. Quick tip on that. And here it is. I didn't touch it, didn't mess with it. Let's go examine this bad boy. And again, this is to that one guy that was bashing the arrow, saying that it's not going to kill or hunt a deer at 20 yards and all this other crap. I don't know if it does. I can't talk from experience. Just like, you know, I don't like how people talk bad about a product they don't have any experience with. So I have this arrow. Can it kill a deer at 20 yards? I would like to say so, but I don't know for sure because I haven't shot a deer with the bow at 20 yards. And mainly the reason I haven't gone game hunting with this bow is because I never shot a bow ever. Well, I had a compound bow, but only for a few months, and then I sold it. And that was a different monster. But anyways, here we go. It's in pretty deep. You guys can see. Oh yeah. Okay, well that's gonna be a problem. And the other thing is, if you guys can see this line right here, that was not there before. So it split the wood. So one thing you can do is unscrew the tip, but then you're gonna lose the tip. So you just want to wiggle it. Fucking flies, man. You just wiggle, 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 yeah. There it is. We're gonna put this back out here. Shoot this bad boy again. Right here. But, you know, can this take down a small game? Absolutely. I mean, you gotta understand, that was a piece of 2x4 I just shot. And it didn't go deep, but that's because it's a hard material. A squirrel, this thing would have flown right through that thing. But being that this is not SHTF or WROL, as people like to say, I'm not gonna shoot anything. I'm not gonna shoot any wild animals because A, DNR is all over this bad boy. They actually were here. You guys just didn't see it because I paused the video. But they just drove by and that's it. They don't say anything unless you're fishing or they see you with a bow or a rifle. And then they'll ask questions. Alright. Here we go. I don't want to make sure he doesn't get in the way. The last thing I want to do is shoot my dog. Stay back there. Stay. Damn. Onyx, get over here. Come, get over here. Get over here. Stay. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Alright. That was a shitty shot because my dog got in the way. That's my excuse. Shut the hell up. Alright, let's try another one. Let's just see how far that penetrated. And I wasn't even pulling back all the way. So the whole tip went right inside. You guys heard that? Oh shit. I don't know what's back there. I know there's campgrounds over there and over there. You know, we're gonna shoot this from right here. Because some of these rabbits, at least where I live, are pretty stupid. You can get real close to them. So, what I'm gonna do instead of shooting the top, I'm gonna shoot the bottom of the 2x4 and pretend that's a rabbit. Hunger Games, motherfucker. Okay, a little too high. And let's go for shot number 3. One thing that I learned is the further you pull it back, the higher it's gonna, or the more either straight or higher it's gonna go. The less you pull it back, the more it's gonna have a dip into it. But the more you pull it back, and if you aim it straight, or you're wanting to, it's gonna go right through that target. So, all the way back, full power. Okay. The solar flare got in my eye. Shut the hell up. That's my excuse. What's yours? I hear more talking. Alright, this one we're gonna back up a little bit here. Bastard. Come here. Fine, this is my rock. Oh, I fooled you, didn't I? Go get it. Take a break. Take a break. Take a break. Alright, let's go ahead and get right in front of the target. Here we go. Nobody coming back there. I'm gonna shoot the top of the 2x4. Okay, that one went right in between the trees. Alright. It appears that if I say Hunger Games, motherfucker, I tend to hit it. So let's try that. And by the way, these are by the bark, I can tell that's a tiny dog. Here we go. Hunger Games, motherfucker. I'm gonna hit that shit. Yeah, I hit the grass just like I planned it. Don't judge. Alright. We got two more. We're gonna take both of these, and instead of going back and forth, I'm gonna stick one right into the ground, right here. There we go. Ah, almost. Well, I hit the 2x4 once. Alright, let me pause this and I'll get back to you.